They made you believe that growing old means giving up, slowing down, losing your drive, and letting go of intimacy. But they were completely mistaken. I'm Dr. Robin, a specialist in men's health with over 30 years of hands-on experience, helping older adults reignite their vitality, improve circulation, and rebuild real closeness after 60. I've worked with thousands of seniors across the nation, and what I've uncovered over the years might truly surprise you. Here's something most people don't realize. You don't need endless prescriptions or complicated hormone treatments to feel alive again. In fact, the secret could be sitting right in your kitchen. Just 4 simple fruits. Yes, just 4 natural foods that can help reignite your energy, improve blood flow, and bring back the closeness you may have thought was gone for good. And the best part, they're effective even in your 70s, 80s, and beyond. In just a moment, I'll walk you through each of these fruits and how you can use them to feel more connected, more confident, and more vibrant in your own skin again. So stay with me. This could completely reshape how you experience life after 60. But before we dive in, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss these powerful, age-specific health insights made just for you. And if you're already finding value here, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. I read every single response because I'm here to grow with you. Now let's get into it. The 4 fruits that naturally support circulation and help revive that deep sense of connection and intimacy in your golden years. These aren't magic pills. They're nature's quiet healers. They work with your body, not against it. And the first one might be sitting in your fridge right now. Red grapes, the flow restorer. I used to believe only medication could improve circulation in aging adults. But years of listening to real seniors and observing those who aged gracefully taught me something powerful. Sometimes nature holds the answer right in front of us, and one of those answers is red grapes. They may seem simple, but inside these small, vibrant fruits is a compound called resveratrol, a natural antioxidant with remarkable effects on aging circulation. Here's what it does. It gently relaxes your blood vessels, helping them open up and carry more oxygen-rich blood to your heart, brain, muscles, and yes, even the parts of your body that help you feel close and connected again. As we get older, many of us experience cold feet, reduced energy, or emotional distance during intimacy. That's not just age, it's poor circulation. But red grapes help reverse that naturally. For men, resveratrol boosts nitric oxide, the very same molecule responsible for triggering and maintaining healthy erections. And unlike chemical solutions, red grapes do it gently, safely, and without side effects. 4. Women, they help improve blood flow to the pelvic area, bringing back warmth, sensitivity, and emotional richness where it matters most. This isn't just about physical function, it's about reconnecting with yourself and with your partner. I've seen couples return months later, amazed at how a small daily habit, just a handful of grapes, brought back a sense of passion they thought was long gone. And I tell them every time, it's not magic. It's simply what happens when you give your body what it's been missing, and we're just getting started. Because the next fruit on this journey, it doesn't just support circulation, it protects your kidneys and safeguards your intimacy from the inside out. Let's move on to the 2 cranberries, the kidney guardian. If there's one fruit I used to overlook, it was cranberries. I used to think of them as just a tangy side dish on Thanksgiving, sharp, red, and forgettable. But then something changed. Over the years, I started listening, really listening to my older patients, the ones who still had energy, still felt deeply connected to their partners. And do you know what kept showing up in their stories? Cranberries. That caught my attention, so I looked deeper, and what I found changed the way I think about aging forever. Cranberries aren't just a fruit. They're powerful defenders, especially for the kidneys and urinary system. And these systems, they quietly control so much of how we age, how we feel, how we connect. When kidney function starts to slip, toxins build up, circulation slows, and inflammation begins to creep into areas no one really wants to talk about. The result? Lower energy, less sensitivity, and for men, struggles with strength and stamina. But cranberries, they change the game. They're rich in compounds that fight inflammation, flush out the urinary tract, and support blood flow. especially in the pelvic area. That's not just good for comfort, it's crucial for real, lasting intimacy. For men, this means better blood pressure, stronger flow, and healthier testosterone levels, all leading to firmer, more dependable performance. For women, it means less irritation, more ease, and confidence returning to moments that once felt distant. I've seen this firsthand. Patients who quietly suffered from discomfort, dryness, or fading desire, relieved to discover that adding cranberries into their daily routine brought back a kind of comfort and connection they thought was gone. For good, because when you remove the pain, you make space for closeness. And that closeness is what makes life after 60 not just livable, but deeply meaningful. So whether it's a handful of dried cranberries tossed into your salad or a splash of unsweetened cranberry juice in your morning routine, this fruit belongs in your life, not just for your kidneys, but for your energy, intimacy, and peace of mind. But now, what if I told you there's a fruit that doesn't just protect, it ignites, a fruit that fuels energy, raises testosterone, and reminds your body of everything it was designed to feel? That's exactly what we'll uncover next. 3. Papaya, the energy awakener. There's something about papaya that just feels like sunlight. Maybe it's the warm, golden orange hue, or the soft way it melts in your mouth like a quiet memory of brighter, simpler days. But beneath that sweet taste lies a hidden powerhouse most people over 60 never see coming. Papaya is more than delicious. It's one of the most effective natural tools for reigniting male vitality and restoring healthy blood flow throughout the body. I remember a retired school principal who once came to see me. He was eating clean, walking daily, but still felt worn out. No energy, poor sleep, and intimacy with his wife had faded into a distant memory. We didn't rush into medications. We simply added papaya to his morning routine, just 1 cup blended with Greek yogurt. And within weeks, he came back smiling, a little shy, but glowing, with quiet confidence. Something had changed. You see, papaya is packed with vitamins A, C, and E, but more importantly, it contains powerful enzymes like papain, which improve digestion, ease inflammation, and unlock energy that's been buried under fatigue. But here's the real magic. Papaya supports testosterone production and improves blood vessel flexibility, helping older men experience firmer, more consistent performance and real physical energy that lasts through the day. And for women, it gently supports estrogen balance and improves circulation in the pelvic area, easing discomfort, relieving dryness, and making intimacy feel comfortable, natural, and even exciting again. What I love most? Papaya isn't a pill. It's not some supplement on a shelf. It's a real fruit, gentle, healing, and honest. You don't need instructions or warnings, just a spoon, a moment, and the willingness to care for yourself. It doesn't promise fireworks, but it often delivers something far more meaningful: energy, warmth, and the quiet desire to connect again with yourself and the one you love. But just when you think fruit can't do more, let me introduce you to one that supports your heart and your hormones, helping you sleep better, feel lighter, and love deeper. Let's talk about 4. Cherries, the intimacy booster. There's something truly comforting about a bowl of cherries. Maybe it's the color, the deep, almost velvet red, or perhaps it's the way they make you slow down and savor the moment. You don't just eat cherries, you experience them, but what they do inside your body is even more powerful than their taste. Years ago, I worked with a couple in their late 60s. They had been married for over 40 years. They still loved each other deeply, but something had changed. The husband felt disconnected from his body, sluggish, frustrated, and grieving the passion that once came so easily. His wife, equally gentle and patient, missed the closeness they once shared, but she didn't want him to feel pressured. Together they were ready to try something natural. I recommended cherries. Yes, cherries, based on the research I'd seen, cherries had remarkable effects on circulation, inflammation, and sexual response. They didn't expect much, but they were open to giving it a try. 2 months later, they returned, more affectionate, more energized, and laughing like newlyweds, and I knew exactly why. Cherries are packed with powerful antioxidants called anthocyanins. These antioxidants reduce inflammation in the arteries, boost nitric oxide production, and enhance vascular health across the entire body. What does that mean? It means blood flows more freely, not just to your heart or brain, but to the areas crucial for sexual arousal, sensation, and response. For men, cherries help improve blood flow to the penis, which leads to firmer, more consistent erections, without relying on synthetic medication. For women, cherries enhance circulation to the pelvic area, making intimacy feel more comfortable, more pleasurable, and emotionally fulfilling. But cherries don't just work on your body, they also calm your mind. Rich in natural melatonin, cherries help promote deeper, more restorative sleep. And when you sleep better, your hormones balance out, stress levels drop, and emotional openness increases. These aren't just biological changes, they're the quiet ingredients of lasting intimacy. One of the best things about cherries? How gentle they are. There's no jolt, no spike. Just slow, steady nourishment. They soften your blood vessels, support your hormonal rhythms, and help bring your mind and body back into sync. In a world full of pills and pressure, that kind of gentle healing feels like a gift. I've seen cherries change relationships, not by fixing everything overnight, but by opening the door to connection again. They remind your body of what it's capable of. And sometimes, that reminder is all you need to feel close again. Now that you've learned about these 4 powerful fruits, you might be wondering, how do I get started? How do I make this a part of my daily life without turning it into another complicated routine? Well, that's the exciting part. What's coming next will show you exactly how to bring these fruits into your daily rhythm in a simple, sustainable, and truly enjoyable way. Here's how you can start today. How to start today. If you're still with me, it means something inside you is ready for change. Maybe you've been feeling slower, less connected, or simply tired of hearing that this is just part of getting older. But the truth is, it's not entirely, because your body still wants to respond. It still wants to heal, and with the right nourishment, it absolutely can. That's why I love this approach. We're not talking about radical diets, expensive supplements, or overwhelming regimens. We're talking about fruit, real, whole, natural fruit that your body recognizes, craves, and responds to in ways that are subtle at first, but powerful over time. Start small. In fact, I'd encourage you to choose just one of the 4 fruits we've discussed today, whichever one speaks to you most. Maybe it's a handful of sweet red grapes in the afternoon. Maybe it's adding dried cranberries to your salad or oatmeal. Maybe it's scooping out fresh papaya with your breakfast, or having a few cherries in the evening as you unwind. There's no wrong way to begin, and there's no pressure to do everything all at once. What matters is consistency. Give your body a steady daily signal that you are choosing life, choosing flow, choosing connection. Over the next few weeks, you may start to notice little things: warmer hands and feet, a clearer mind, deeper sleep, even a quiet spark returning in moments of intimacy. These are the signs. These are the whispers of vitality saying, I'm still here. And here's something else I've learned from decades of working with seniors across the country. It's never too late. I've seen men in their 70s reconnect with their partners after years of distance. I've seen women find comfort in their bodies again and feel beautiful, not because they reverse time, but because they nourish the life they still have. So today, I invite you to look in your fridge, your fruit basket, or your next grocery list and see it differently. See fruit, not just as food, but as a tool, a healing gift, a step forward. Let today be the day you begin. Not because someone told you to, but because you deserve to feel good again. Stronger, closer, and more alive than you thought possible. You've learned what to do. You've seen what's possible. Now, the next step is yours, and I'll be right here cheering you on every step of the way. Final thoughts. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. There comes a time in life when we quietly begin to accept less. Less energy, less touch, less connection. Not because we want to, but because it feels like that's just how things are supposed to be as we grow older. But I'm here to tell you, from one human being to another, that this idea is simply not true. You are not finished. You are not too old. Your body has not given up on you. What we've talked about here might seem simple, Just 4 fruits. But what they represent is something far greater. They are a daily invitation to remind your body of what it's capable of, to help you restore not just circulation, but confidence, not just intimacy, but a sense of being fully alive. Think about everything your body has carried you through, the decades of hard work, sleepless nights raising a family, the stresses of life, the laughter, the losses, the victories. Your heart has beaten through it all. Your blood has flowed to keep you upright, moving, showing up day after day. And now, when you finally have the time to enjoy the moments that really matter, connection, closeness, love, you deserve to feel supported, not limited. These 4 fruits, red grapes, cranberries, papaya, and cherries, are not a cure-all, but they are a quiet revolution. They work not with force, but with nourishment, not with noise, but with wisdom. They go where medications often cannot, into the tiny vessels, the hormonal pathways, and the emotional memory of what it feels like to desire and be desired. What I hope you take away from this is not just a grocery list. I hope you take away the belief that it's never too late to improve how you feel, to touch hands and feel a pulse of warmth, to wake up rested and hopeful, to look at your partner, or even yourself, and rediscover a spark you thought had faded, but never truly left. The truth is, age doesn't take everything from us. It gives us something, too. It gives us the chance to love more deeply, to appreciate more fully, to understand what really matters. And when your body feels nourished, and your circulation flows freely, your heart becomes more open to all of that. So, if all you do tomorrow is eat a bowl of cherries or toss some red grapes in your bag before a walk, know this: you are making a choice to live with intention, a choice to take care of your body, not because it's broken, but because it still has so much to give. This is not the end of the road. It's the beginning of a new one, a path of renewed energy, restored closeness, and maybe even a rediscovery of who you are beneath all the layers of time. You've spent a lifetime taking care of others. Now it's time to take care of you, because you deserve to feel good again. You deserve joy, you deserve connection, and the best part? That journey doesn't begin with a prescription. It begins with a piece of fruit and a decision to believe that your best days might still be ahead. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching. Here's to living life on your own terms.